Shamps and giggles. History, news, views, and reviews from a black perspective. Shamps and giggles back for 2024. Oh my
Hang on a
lord.
minute.
Hang on a minute. Why is that, Pinky?
Before you push.
Well, you're too late. We are
Done.
And the thing about this 5-year-old, it's just another very sad story. Falling out of a building. Ow! Now that's autism, by the way. And I can speak personally about it. My youth in a house. He was about to reach his like 2 years old, not even. He was like trying to walk out. The neighbor ran across, bang, 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 bang on the door. Doing on my door like that. When he didn't, there was no words. He pointed up. I looked. The child was like, he was like thinking about walking out the window. Who does that? Autism. So, we don't know what the situation is with this child. But you know what that then does? All these high rises with balconies, you can't have. I was on a job. The woman, she had an autistic child. This was in Harrow sort of area. And it's very sad. She said that this child, same thing happened. It's got the window opens, and it's got a balcony just in. So it's a patio door opening. It's got no actual patio, but it's like the doors are there, and it's just got the frame outside. Yeah, so you're still in the room. You open the door inward, and the frame is there, so you can just sit on the frame and look out. This child, autistic, climbs on the frame. You could imagine the poor woman when she saw the child. And the thing is, you can't scream. You can't. I mean, you know. And she had to talk to him softly, and she made her way across there and was able to grab him and pull him in. But yeah, autism will do that for you. So, it could be that could. We don't know. By the way, was any news come out on that? Any further explanation?
The only information that came out so far is that the one of the neighbours of the family whose child fell out the window died. She said that the window was faulty, and the mother reported it to the council, saying that the handle didn't work; it was broken. So you could push the window open on its own. You can literally push the window open. And that's what she said on the news. So that means that the council will have a record of the issue. And if they didn't get it fixed, and that was the cause of it, which sounds like it could possibly be, there must be ramification. There's got to be something that will happen with the council and the officer involved.
Boy's father was there.
Mm.
Jacob House it is. On the 15th floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Top floor.
One
Even
below
off the top floor. Yeah. Wow.
That's too high.
Okay, you're in trouble, aren't you? Bloody
Yeah,
hell.
that's shocking.
Wow.
For them not to have that catch on that window, that is awful.
Mm.
But I mean, not for nothing. We talk about the window. This is like the type of window I was just telling you about. There's the window, right? It's a double door, and that's a sort of it looks like a gate thing. I can't zoom in. But yeah, if you're falling from there, you're in trouble. I mean, there's just no two way about it. 5 years old, 6 that's 6 8. That's the morning, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 a.m. in the morning.
Or his parents were inconsolable. It's being treated as suspicious, and a file will be prepared for is not being treated as suspicious. Okay. So it could have been just a moment. You know what children are like. In a moment, they can be in a moment. I never forget my son Michael. We're in the house, and he must have been all of that age. And we're talking, da 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 da. But where's Michael? This little boy comes around the corner. I must have heard his name before. He comes around the corner. He's soaking wet. But Michael, what in the world have you been doing? He was in the bathroom. He stood on the toilet and he was playing in the sink. He got the tap running. The sink was filling, and he's playing. What are you doing? What are you doing? But kids, I mean, you know, before we know it, him could have drowned in that little piece of water, and you know what I mean, with their boom and kids. I mean, it's just a sad, very very sad, very 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 sad story.
Yeah.
What's
know,
sad is that they didn't have no catch on the window, and if she's reported it and that catch was not fixed, you know, that's what's sad, because it could have been prevented.
you know,
That's what's sad. And what the thing about it, and the problem is that, you know, she's not the first mum. She's not the first mother to have lost her child who has fallen through the window from such a high, distance up. You know, it happens too many times. You know, look up. If you look up, you'll see how many times. How many times have children fallen out from you know, and they know, the council know that they're supposed to have a certain, you have the latch on. When you have those latches on the window, that's it. A child can't open that.
But if they
Once
can
that
fall from
latch
the
is
window,
on.
can't they fall from the balcony?
Huh?
If they can fall from the window, can they not fall from the balcony?
Yeah, they can fall from the balcony if they're, depending on, you know, what guards they've got outside there
Balconies, there's no guards.
on the balcony, and there's not really much that you can have out there at that high thing. But I don't think they've got balconies. That flat don't look like they've got balconies.
Yeah, they got balconies. You can see the balcony.
Huh?
You can see the balcony. Let me just show you again. Look, on this side here, there's a balcony. It's open. Sometimes you see people with this balcony here, they've got a net up there to stop the birds flying.
Yeah.
Yeah? They got sometimes people put nets there to stop the birds flying in and whatnot. But yeah, if the child
Yeah, I don't know. I don't agree with Dev. I think balconies are good, but I don't agree with it with little small kids.
and autism's so on the rise.
Yeah, not with even with autistic kids, it's hard.
Yeah, and you put an autistic child in them, they're bad boys. And you know, look how many of these blocks now they're building around London. I mean, they're everywhere. And that's just
I know, but even autistic children, high rise, some of them, they need to be in the garden.
They need to be grounded. Not all
They
about
need
there.
to be in the garden with fresh air, because they need to be outside regular.
And these parents with autistic children, it's a struggle, man. It's a struggle. And then you got to worry about this thing. You know, to be fair though, I shouldn't say it like that, but man, me personally, I wasn't waiting for council to do nothing, mate. I'm on it, taking care of stuff. We had locks on all the doors. I'm telling you, if we're in a room, he's locked in. We're in that room. He's not going to wander out, because that's what they'll do. They'll wander out, and you don't know what's going on, where it's going to work. There was a lock behind every door. We're here.
Yeah, but when you're a single mum,
there you go.
Sometimes, you know, and you've got other things, even, even if you weren't a single mum or dad's at work or whatever, you cannot keep your eyes on them 24 hours. Your home has to be child friendly.
Oh, no. It's not child friendly. It's autistic friendly. For me, the TV had a screen, a 5mm plastic screen, which goes over the TV.
Of course.
Because my youth would just pick up something, turn his head, whee! He'd thrown that bad boy. He did crack the TV once. So that TV was gone. Had to buy another one. You buy the screen. Oh, couldn't have no pictures on the wall. Climb up on the set, I mean, they see things different. I know what he's seeing, but autism, you can't play that bad boy. It's very, very serious. So yeah, you live in one room and it has to be autistic friendly. You can't have stuff around. So this child just makes me wonder if autism. Remember I never forget him, Josh Jonty. I remember the name to a T. He was the one who went into the Tate gallery and took a child of a stranger and threw the child off his 11th floor. The child actually lived, obviously with serious injury, life-changing injury. Off the 11th floor, this is the 15th floor we're talking here. But yeah, autism, levels of, you know, it's. I know we can't say madness, but wow, sometimes it's hard to, you know, it is a form of
It's
madness.
really
And, you know,
condolence to the
yeah,
parents of that child, but oh my gosh, that must be awful. That's awful. I know
yeah,
it's awful. I know it because it's happened where I've lived, and it was a young, again, same thing. But the only thing is, this child was a lot younger. It was only about probably not even 2,
mm,
and he fell from about, I think it might have been about, can't remember, probably around about 8th, 10th floor. I mean, it's, you know, and those
lived or not lived.
windows. Again, it was down to catches and windows. So this is why I say
Sometimes it's challenging. Pay a man to do it. Do you know what I mean?
she
Because this
reported it.
government, as we're going to go on to talk about, this government, you can't wait
It's
for
terrible.
them.
The councils have got really bad with
They're broke.
repairs and
They're broke. It's
yeah,
upsetting. They're broke.
yeah, it's got really bad.
It's absolutely, it's ridiculous, to be
Mm.
fair. If you look at, I was just doing a bit of research into, you know, our discussion today. It's just ridiculous.
It
It's
is, and
absolutely ridiculous.
it wears you down just even trying to, you know, get in contact with them, go and complain.
Yeah.
They wear
Make
you
it a
down.
joke. Oh, come
They
on now.
wear you down.
You can't call them.
No,
You can't get through.
well,
It's hold, push this button, push that button. And you're what you've said there is quite right. They wear you down so much that, you know what,
you can't be bothered.
you, you know what I mean? It comes to a point where you can't, and you know, it could be that you get the fun. There was a woman on TV just the other day. She had no bedding for the children. She was in a terrible state. Eventually she got help. And I really could bear or resonate with what she was saying, because I know full well I was in that situation. She got help, and she was saying how the woman came and she brought a bed. She just brought it. She brought bedding. She brought all this stuff, which, oh my God, now my kids are not sleeping on the floor. They're sleeping in a bed. They got covers. She was so grateful and all the rest. I was watching it on the news. I was like, you know what I mean? There is help. But
Yeah.
when you're in it, reaching out for that help is a trauma in and of itself.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, it's a trauma in and of itself. So when you get these volunteers, which often they are, who come and help, and they come to your aid, it is much needed support at the right time that you can't put words to. I think in my case, I had made a call for help, and you know, I mean, I just needed help. Good Lord, whoever I was talking to. I mean, you know, when you need help and you just can't stop talking? That was me. She sent someone around. The woman came around, she was like, yeah, you need help. And literally for a period of time, literally several weeks, she'd come once a week, literally took control to get me. And people might look at me and think, Joe, you were there? Yeah, I was there. You know, and got me organized and got some sort of functioning system going. And that got me moving again. But up until that point, I was struggling, man. I ain't even lying. I was struggling. So, you know, big up to, well, I can't remember. P3 was one of the charities over in Hayes. P3. And then there was 2 or 3. And eventually, once you get into the help system, by the way, it's plain sailing then. I never spoke to the council again. I swear to goodness, if I had to talk to them, I walked across the street, because the council, I don't want to say too much, but they'll send you letters. They've changed things, they've changed the benefit, or they've changed that, or they make you do stuff, which I would take the paperwork, I would walk across to the, I think it was P3, and I said, they sent me this. They say I'm meant to call them. I mean, good Lord, I don't know what they want next. I mean, the woman will be like, listen, Mr. Alice, it's okay. Let's have a look at that. And they're so calm. Me, I'm just like tense, like, they're so calm. Take it. Okay, I see that. Would you like me to call them now? Well, yeah, of course. They would call them. Funny thing was, if I call this air council, Nobody picks up, press 1, press 2, or they pick up and then they hang up on you. Who's had that one happen? They pick up and then they hang up on you, make it look like the system was at fault. And I remember I was at a stage where I used to write down the times I've called them and what happened. Okay, so you think I'm mad, right? Funny thing, these people, when they call on your behalf, get through straight away. You're like, hang on a minute, how does that work? They get through and I struggle. So I never called again. I always went across the road. And so if anyone's hearing you're in that predicament, don't call. Find that volunteer, that charity, get them to call, because they answer to them because they're accountable. But to you, hang up on you, leave you on hold. Anyway, I can't. I digress. Continue on, Keith. Condolences.
Yeah.
Any congratulations?
So that's congratulations. Yes, BAFTAs. The BAFTA Awards was the other day. Some surprise winners, and I was happy to see some of these winners. Didn't expect them to win, but I don't think they expected to win, but they were nominated and they eventually won. And the one I'm going to mention straight away is Top Boy. If anyone saw Top Boy or watched it on Netflix, with this little street drugs gang in London. Top Boy, Jasmine Jobson. She won a BAFTA award for Best Supporting Actress. That was the young lady. I can't remember her name. She had the Ruster Platts Jax. I think they called her in there.
BAFTA for drama series.
Yeah. She got Best Supporting Actress at the BAFTAs. So
Jasmine Jobson.
That's the one.
Oh, what an amazing lady.
Yeah.
Top Boy, they say won big.
Yeah. And they won again for best
Let's have a look at Jasmine. The look on her face.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen Top Boy, to be fair. Jasmine Jobson wins the supporting actress. Is Top Boy, is it a series? Is it ongoing?
It was a short series. It was a short mini series, but I think it was 2 seasons actually. Very good. All young actors. That drugs gang, cocaine and weed and so on. And yeah, it was a brilliant series, short series on Netflix.
I wonder when you get these shows on whether they're taking the stories that they've heard from the streets and they put it on there, so it's something that's sort of, I know, is it true to life or is it just made up?
I think it was made up, but the way that they say that's the affiliation that these drug dealers and drug gangs have, and they made it near enough true to life. That's how they run with the kids on pedal bikes, and you know what I mean, and the violence that they could bestow on people, you know, and how they keep. If you're a member of my little syndicate, we'll look after you, so no one ain't gonna trouble you because they know the repercussions.
Gangland. It makes you wonder in that if they do research into how this operates, right?
Oh, I'm sure they did. I'm sure they did.
Because they then put it on TV, obviously these gang people are going to be watching it.
Yeah.
Are they then feeding the gang people ideas? Oh, wow.
Well, I think that they got the ideas from them sometimes. I think they must have spoke to a few of them to see how it runs. Well, and you know, and if you're local to certain areas and you see them things that are happening, you get a feel of what's what, you know what I mean, in your own life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and so it makes you wonder if they're then perpetuating, because obviously the gang up north, how's the gang up north going to go know what the gang down south is doing? But they see it on this thing, ooh, that's what their man is up to, give them ideas. Well, let's have a look and see what this BAFTA is. This is for Jasmine. Let's have a look.
And the BAFTA goes to Jasmine Jobson, Top Boy.
Oh my goodness, well, my dress is making me slide absolutely everywhere. So girls, anybody with long dresses, just make sure you pull it up because you'll go flying. You'll absolutely go flying. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what to say. I'm so overwhelmed. I was not expecting this. First of all, I want to thank God. First of all, I want to thank God. I wouldn't be here today without him. I want to thank my team, Bex, my agent, I love you. Cowboy Films, Top Boy, Netflix. You helped change my life for the better. I honestly don't know where I'd be. Kano, my big brother, I love you. Me and you bonded so well. I've learned so much from you. I'm so grateful to have worked alongside you. Oh my goodness, I don't even know. Oh my gosh, I'm so overwhelmed. Ooh, sorry guys, sorry. Oh, this is not expected. Ooh, thank you, Bafta. Thank you, everybody at Bafta. Thank you to the board. Thank you to everybody. Sorry, I know I'm on a time limit, so I'm just going to try and flush through it all. I love you all. Thank you so much, everybody who voted for me. You mean the world to me. Thank you to everybody who loves me and supports me. I just try and do what I do to change a life and save a life. Oh my goodness, I don't know what else to say. I was not expecting this. Oh wow. Hi Sienna, my niece, I love you, my baby girl, Auntie Jasmine did it, I did it, I love you. Oh, to my sisters, to my dad, to my whole family. I just want to say I love you all. Thank you so much for the love and support. The girl finally brought it home. I did it. I love you all. Thank you.
Wow, absolute well done there, man.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Hey, no, that's so brother.
Yeah, and Top Boy won another award, and that was for best drama series. Top Boy for Netflix, so they won another award for the drama series. And I think that there's a few black awards, and it got quite a few. And then the other one, there was a comedian lady. I'm going to get her name correctly. Is Gbemisola. She won best female performance in a comedy show, and she was in Black Ops. Yeah, some people do know her. That she's done great things on TV and on the comedy circuit. So she's done very, very well.
Let's have a look. By the way, big up Fabulous in the building. Supreme Spin Doctor is also in the building. Big up. Hope Fabulous is doing fabulous. Hey, but Gbemisola, let's just hear them announce the award. Here we go.
And the BAFTA goes to Gbemisola Ikumelo.
Goodness, okay. Can I just get a bit black church in here and just say, God is good. All the time? Thank you. Bafta, that's how I know diversity is working, because... no, I'm just like, God, thank you so much. You took this dark young kid from the ends and brought me into this place of light, and now I get to go on this creative journey that you set me on, and I'm so thankful, Lord. So thank you, first of all. Akenji Defonyen, I'm standing here with this because you gave me a seat at a table, and in this industry where it can sometimes feel like we're competing against each other, you basically just set ego aside and to develop and support actors. So I love you, and I demand that you have the world, everything that you want. I need you to have it, and your dad would be so proud of you.
Wow. She called out another name. I didn't catch the name that, but it seemed to be that young man that was.
Young man, yes, that's right.
But he gave her a seat at the table.
Yeah, so I think what she's meaning that he probably brought her into the Black Ops arena of being an actress. So, and which helped her get her award, you know. Yeah. So, and it is good for other black entrepreneurs or actors or business people to give others a helping hand up or a direction.
Like Kano brought in his sister.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, You know,
Yeah.
everybody works together,
Yeah.
and one hand they say can't clap.
Yeah, that's right. True. That's so true. And the other award, well, we're on BAFTAs. This is the last one I had. It went out. We spoke about this last year actually, and it was a great topic to talk about. And it was and a BAFTA went out for specialist factual drama, and that went to White Nanny, Black Child. I'm not sure if you remember our discussion on it. It was to do with
Did
the
anybody
African.
watch that? I remember that White Nanny Black Child.
Yeah, with the African bringing their children over and finding a nanny.
Yeah, I mean that was a bit controversial, wasn't it?
Yeah, Alicia's got a hand up, but yeah.
Alicia, come in, talk the things.
No, I was going to say, I remember us discussing that. I think probably last year sometime or year before we discussed it. Yeah.
White Nanny Black Child.
It was
The thing about that, there's not nothing.
About the Nigerians. It was about the Africans, the kids that came over that were adopted by African children who were adopted by white people in the UK, and their parents, the African children, Nigerian children in particular, were left behind in the UK where their parents went back.
Thinking that their children were being well looked after and stuff.
That's right. They were.
That was controversial. I recall. Let's see how they put this one out. There we go.
The BAFTA for Specialist Factual in honour of Hugh Weldon goes to White Nanny, Black Child.
Oh, wow. It's nothing short of amazing. Thank you, BAFTA. I've got to thank my wife first because she listens to me in the midnight hours with all these crazy ideas, and I brought a family along to make this film. To the White Nanny Black Child family, cast and crew, we've been on a journey and it's been absolutely amazing. I'd like to dedicate this award to two people, Ben Chijoki, the rapper known as Ty, and Jess Search, the founder of the Doc Society. Sadly, Ben passed away during the production, and Jess Search passed away last year. Jess was one of the founders of the Doc Society, who were our first funders, and then came in Channel 5, the broadcasters, who stepped in where we needed to be listened to most, and we're ultimately grateful. The visionary Brem Frau, kind of supported us and has continued to do so. Our commissioner, Adrian Padmore, and to everybody that's been on this journey with us. It helps share a story that has been hidden in British history. And we're ultimately proud. Finally, on a personal note, I'd like to say I come from a council estate in Brixton, and this place has been a tough challenge for me to consistently kind of prevail in. And God, why am I the first one that's crying? This means a lot. It means a lot. I've watched these shows as a teenager, and I dreamt for many years about being on this stage. I'd just like to say to everyone watching at home who may come from the same background as me, keep on dreaming, keep on working, get into good trouble. Thank you, Bafta.
Yes.
Things.
Yeah, so that's what I wanted to bring up, but I know we've got to go to break and we can continue afterwards if you wish.
We do have to go to break. These breaks come rapid, don't they? I mean, good Lord, who can keep up?
That was emotional.
The thing about it is, I think we should go to break, and what we'll do, we will continue the conversation afterwards, and then go into our feature discussion. Yeah, we'll be back after these words. Wow.
Wow.